All right, Gemini, Capricorn season. I have like one hair that's like bloop, but it's okay. All right. Capricorn season for you is about knowing that your words hold weight. Mars goes direct, and that's when everything you have said and everyone else has said is now either real or not. I have it written down over here. Okay. It's about being a little bit more grounded as well. Hold on. Slide this up a bit. Okay. Yeah. It's not about like putting your guard down or anything right now. That's not what I'm saying to do. It's more so about knowing that your words hold weight. What you say, how you direct them, especially by the 12th. Well, isn't this exactly what I'm saying? All right, all information to work with me is below, including the second part of this / extended is on Patreon, which is on a link below as well. And yeah, that's where you can find me. So how you say, what you say and how you say, and what opens up because of that. Maybe it's something, it's interesting how when we get really into a certain mode of ourselves and exacerbate it and realize that it's sometimes the, could be the root to the problems involved, right? It could be correlated, in correlation with something that maybe you're looking to change or redirect. And we all go through it from time to time. And now you're realizing how because a lot of people have been acting maybe more like you, are more talkative, more communicative, about just kind of anything. And how you're seeing what people have boundaries and what people don't, especially this month. Like, that'll reveal to you everything you need to know for sure is this month. But a huge opportunity presents itself, even if it's just time to do what you need to do. And you might need to state a few things. So it's not just about how your words hold weight, but there's things that you might have to say. And you might have to explain in a way in which your value comes across. Like, not just say, like, and hold back. It's like, let yourself be vulnerable enough to let these values come across and let the people receiving it decide. When this happens, this is a part of this independence. This is a part of you feeling free on your own, you feeling good on your own, you feeling secure on your own without any other distractions. This month will show you those distractions, but you have 2 aces here. So there's so much that wants to make, like, so much newness, so much that can happen, so much that is willing and open for you. It's about finding the moment, being in the moment, being enough in the moment to realize it. And I think when you speak or release the things or something that you need to release, what you may find out is that space becomes created. There are people who naturally want to just give you space or step away, or feel encouraged to be as independent as giving yourself as much agency. They start to. Maybe this helps you give agency to others, and in turn for the universe to do its thing for you and open up some new opportunities, open up the doorways, and yet you feel neutral, not too attached to anything, knowing that you still make an impact, that there's still something behind it, because sooner or later, hopefully people will catch on. It's just all about not making a mess. And like, if you made a mess, it's how you handle it, right? How then things begin to change. When you need redirection, you just have to remember to focus on what's actually important. Like, even ask yourself in the moment, what's important now? Like, where am I trying to get to? And if that's more emotionally secure, emotionally independent, financially independent, then answer your questions in those ways. They'll add up eventually. They'll get you out of your head in a way that you're not always like that. It's not that you're in your head a lot, but it'll tone down a narrative that maybe you're having with a certain friend all the time. And you'll find that this one thing brings you closer to what has been trying to make its way to you. Another ace in the reading, right? So now we have 3 aces in this reading. And this Cancer full moon coming up, which we'll talk more in the second part, but that's a big part of what shines and what needs to be addressed. It gives you the key. But now it's like, okay, what do you do now? What is needed now? How do you handle this now? So many things start to develop in your mind. So many things are at play. You have a lot of things, you're juggling a lot of things. Simplify it. Jupiter in Aries comes in, just simplify it. Again, like, your words hold weight. What's holding too much weight to you? Where is that maybe misalignment in the words and how you're relating? Where is this when you need it? When you need direction. And you have the push, you have the wind, you have the elements working with you, not against you. And it's really important not to be too overly demanding. It's not going to be helpful this month with any one person. You could be demanding with your higher power, right, of yourself, if you think it will work. But with anyone else, that really, it won't work too much. It's just important to state your needs and realize that those need to be respected. That certain things need to be set in stone, even though they could change, but just for now. At the full moon on the 6th, after the first full week of January, you'll begin to, like the weeks after, about a week or so after, you'll begin to feel the weight of your decisions. And you have the power to do something with it. It's just up to you to do it, right? And if you choose yes, it won't be as hard as maybe you think, or as that you assumed it could be. The right, the right things in the right places, the right people at the right time. It's just remembering that all of that is very real and very possible right now. That trusting the earth in which the air dances around and through and under and over and around and almost helps secure it in its spot. Yes, there's change, but there's this overwhelming illumination of saying something, doing that in what you say, and being disciplined enough to continue to work with it and to realize when you need to maybe simplify or not do as much. Maybe you don't have to do as much, or maybe it's just something that you're naturally accustomed to. But it's very clear that there's a lot of people who maybe want answers, who want to be involved in what you're doing, who want more power. You're struggling with that power. It's really important to self-reflect this month and realize where those things are being attached to, and where you're playing out maybe the same dynamic in your life. And then maybe if you address something differently, then this will also in turn take its course too. There's just a lot of demanding energy this month, towards the end of the month into Aquarius season. But we'll get more into it in the second part. It's a lot of cards, actually, too. All information to work with me is below, including the second part, and we'll see you next month.